Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Porphology. In our last video, we saw in detail about collection and how to run a collection in Postman. In this video, we'll see in detail about authorization in Postman. So I've launched the Postman application, and to replicate the authorization in Postman, I've taken this request example. So this is our request and this is the username and password using which we will authorize this request on the server. And this example I have taken from GitHub, and I have provided the link of GitHub in the video description for reference. You can check that out. So let us configure this in Postman. So I'll copy this request, and in this test collection we'll add a request. We'll give it a name, authorization, and in request URL we'll paste the URL. So now let us not provide the username and password and directly hit this endpoint and see what response we get. So I've clicked on this send button. The HTTP status code 401 unauthorized, and in response also we got unauthorized, and this was because we haven't yet provided the username and password for this request to get authorized on the server. So to provide authorization, there are two methods. Either we can add the authorization directly by adding a authorization in the header section of this request, or we can use this authorization option provided by Postman. So over here in this drop down you can see there are different types of authorization. So depending upon the authorization which has been used by your request, you can select the authorization type over here. So this request is basically using basic authorization, so we'll select basic auth over here, and by entering the username and password you can add the authorization. So we'll see this option later. First let us manually configure the authorization in the header section of the request. So to add authorization, we in the key section will type authorization. We'll select this authorization, and in value there is a format in which we will have to provide the username and password. So first we will have to write basic space our username colon our password. So this is the format in which you will have to provide the value of this authorization. So we have provided the username and password. Let's click on the send button. So now the HTTP response code 400 bad request, and it was because whenever you are using basic auth in your request, your username and password should be base64 encoded, and right now it is in plain text. So let us encode this. We'll copy this and go to Google Chrome and go to this website base64decode.org, and I will click on this encode option because I have to encode the plain text. So I pasted the username and password over here and click on encode option. So this is the encoded username and password. We'll copy this, and after this basic we will enter a space, and after that we will provide the encoded value. So now we have provided the encoded value. Let's again click on send button. So now you can see the HTTP status code is 200 OK, which means the request is successfully executed and also the authorization was successful. So this was how you can manually add authorization in Postman. Now let us use this authorization option provided by Postman. So we'll remove this authorization first, which we have added manually, and let's go to this authorization. In drop down we'll select basic auth. So in the username section you will have to provide the username, and in password section you will have to provide the password. I've already used this basic auth, hence the username and password is auto populated. So once you have entered the username and password over here, and if you click on this send button, so this header will be automatically added in your header section of this request. So let us click on this send option. So again you can see the HTTP status code was 200, which means our request has been successfully executed and also the authorization is successful. And if you go into this header section, at the top you can see the authorization header is automatically added, and also our username and password is base64 encoded and it is been passed in the header section. So these were basically the two methods. The one method was of authorization option been provided by Postman, and the second was by manually adding the authorization header inside your request headers. So using these two methods you can add basic authorization into your request in Postman. If you found this video helpful, do like, share and subscribe our channel Pofology, and thank you for watching.